Welcome. My name is Rich. This is Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. We have a few things to do. The way that this pivots is really weird. Anyway, we need to talk to someone in here. We need to go and kill some people over here. We need to make some stones sing somehow. And more broadly, there are a few things to do, such as travel to Helmgard Keep over here. We do have a mission or quest that will take us down this region, but I am not going there yet. I feel like doing most of this, if not fully doing Rathir, before travelling south to Datir. But, yeah. So we're going to go and talk to someone in here and try and sell him a cloth, I think, is the way that this will go. And also, apparently, he's got a mission for us, so...
For a minute, I thought the damn Freeman had fancied to rob me. Welcome. I offer some alchemical items if you are interested.
I don't look that rough, do I, surely?
If not for the slim flow of traffic between Rathir and Darentar, that would likely not exist anymore. It's been worse since the war. In a few decades, we'll probably be like Tala-Rane, completely ruined. Ruffians and bandits. They're scattered all over the Wolds. It's dangerous wandering outside of town. My wife and assistant. She helps me run the shop, although sometimes she creates more problems than she fixes. It's quiet here, and I can appreciate that. But as the days pass and travelers grow scarcer, it becomes ever more difficult to make a living out here. So, Ratifer's new errand runner is here. Ratifer's been in town for years, but this is the first time I've heard anything from him since he returned from Tuwili over 10 years ago. A messy business, not unlike alchemy. I've seen that rag of his, and I know its virtues. I'll part with some coin for it.
Cool. What does he have to sell? A bunch of different types of potion. I mean, that makes sense, but... I don't know. Okay, yeah. Ingredients as well, as I thought he might. I wonder whether those regenerate over time. Ooh. Recipes.
Very well.
So it's not him with the mission, or the quest, I should say. Ooh. Ah, okay. That would be stealing, so no. So the quest is from presumably his wife,
Good day, traveller.
Sigra.
You should speak with Askell if you're here to shop. He won't even let me keep the books anymore after my last mistake.
Whoops.
I want to help him, but he won't let me near his ledgers. Askell is the owner of the shop and my husband. If you would like to make a purchase, you should speak with him. Bandits and thieves that have been seen around the Wolds. They won't think twice of killing you for any valuables.
No, they won't do any thinking after attempting to attack me. That is certainly true.
That is the wasteland, southeast of here. Long ago, it was a grand citadel, ruled over by the Ouster family. It's since fallen to ruin. You'll find monsters there, amongst ancient treasure. The Wolds aren't much if you're looking for excitement. At least, not before the war turned those freemen loose on us. Well, if you can undo my mistake, perhaps Askell will let me help him again. I sent out several invoices the other day, but I made a slight arithmetic error that might cost us dearly. None of the customers seem to have noticed yet. Can you recollect those invoices discreetly?
Ah. I mean, I can, but then it will be up to you to stop making arithmetic errors.
Oh, thank you. There's 5 invoices in total. 4 went to the townsfolk. The last was to go to the Warsworn Fortress, Helmgard, with a traveling merchant. When you have them all, bring them back to me. Oh, and don't mention this to Askell. 4 of them were given out to the townsfolk. The last was to be sent to Helmgard Keep, the Warsworn base.
That doesn't actually
so
tell me
I gave it
anything
to a
new.
merchant traveling that way.
Like, you couldn't tell me the people that they went to?
Nice talking to you.
I mean, I know where one of them is, because I remember seeing it.
A customer?
Not exactly. So, the... Oh, well, they're being marked on the minimap, so that's helpful. There's one here, which I already know about. From Nell, singing Nell.
Hello there, stranger.
Let's start off with that. And there'll be one in here somewhere. But will it be upstairs or downstairs? Yes, upstairs. I mean, if it's not counted as stealing to open this chest and just have off with all of it, then I will have off with all of it. Like, that's stealing. And so is that. Well, I mean, that might be covered up by me in the corner, but there is a red hand next to the F to interact. Does the broken image mean disenchanting? I think it does. That's Fate Weaver. That's just do stuff with money. So general store. No. So he has one also, I guess. That's deeply awkward. But if I enter stealth, yeah, I see in the bottom left corner there. I could press H to enter NPC killing mode. But I'm not going to steal the rest because that actually does count as stealing, even though he can't see me. It is a little bit awkward that the chest is left open. Like, if you're going to steal something, then you should leave everything the way that it looked before you got there, just to increase the chances that they won't notice. Ah, there's nobody here. Open rack. Chest. What's that? Ooh. Bastion. What are you? Sword? One from a Varani in a House of Valor tournament, then contemptuously tossed into the sea by the Tuatha Victor. So how did it end up here if it got tossed into the sea? Well, I think I'm going to leave it there because, to be honest, even if I took it, I wouldn't use it. I'd just add it to my collection of purples because it's nowhere near as good as end of the year gear I've got at the moment, and I don't care about either of these either. So where's the last one? That's returned to him. Where's the... Ah, it'll be reclaim invoices over here. So I expect, actually, that what has happened to this one is that the trader or the merchant who was travelling has probably been killed, unfortunately.
What is it you need, stranger? How go my affairs? And I hope you've gotten out of Askell what you wanted for it. I have another item I want you to sell. A pair of daggers.
That's not
Finwick
an
Ivor
item, is
collects
it?
weapons. Gaudy, gem-encrusted ceremonial ones. But weapons nonetheless. Some gem socketing may be of use. Take whatever you can for them. Just get them out of my sight.
Okay, so that'll be a pair of daggers with gem sockets on them, I expect. And then if I slot gems onto it, then I'll get more for them, I expect.
Sell them to Finwick Ivor. He's fancied himself a collector of these kinds of things. He's quite vain. If you socket a gem or two into them, I'm sure he'll pay more for the daggers.
Let's do that. And also have a look at the... Because there was... This is the Ivor household. There was a weapons rack here. Nothing special there. I mean, the Azurite chakrams might be worth breaking down for parts, I suppose. Bookshelf. What's on the bookshelf? The Adventure 5. Ah, that's part 5. And then... Oh no, that's not interactable. Okay. So where there was a gemstone sage crafting bench in here that I can use. Ooh, a weapon and a utility socket. Okay. Craft, weapon, and utility. I probably don't need to bother making anything particularly special, and so I might as well slot things. Sure. Oops. Craft, utility. Heavy physical, but lightning. Sure. Right. I keep forgetting. Okay. So, socket this. Soothing gem. And gem of carnage. Bleeding damage over 5 seconds. Nah, gem of conflagration, because that's the one I actually made. There we go. ordinarily you don't really want to be slotting. Well, you don't want to be attaching gemstones to weapons you'll
What's
actually be
this?
using, because it's a really bad idea.
Stranger to Aiton, I'm the law in this town. Keep the peace and you are welcome to stay. If not, then you had best leave. If you need to trade, visit Banron, our smithy, and Askell deals in alchemy. And there's a general dealer staying at the inn.
Well, let's ask about these first before this, because talking about this will probably close off the conversation.
Town's becoming harder to protect. We get weaker every season, and the freemen know it. I do what I can, but we keep losing ground. Rond Farm burned not long ago, but it's too dangerous to investigate. I am the law of the town. Aiton needed protection, and I didn't see anyone else willing to do the job. I took it upon myself to keep Aiton safe. Someone needed to do it. Used to be peaceful farmland before the war was on. Now it's some scratched-up dirt, home to Aiton and those murderous freemen. Ratifer's aid, right? Let me take a look at what you have there. By the gods! All Alfar know these daggers. These were given to the heroes of the Battle of Gallifore Plains. Ratifer got these for saving Rathir from the Tuatha. Will you look at that stone? Shining like the day it was set into the blade.
Today.
I'll take these off your hands. They must be preserved.
Wow, that's quite a lot of gold. The daggers might be ceremonial, like rewards, but they were pretty garbage, even for, particularly for being azurite. And then the gemstones in them, just a pair of gemstones that I threw together today. Shining like the day where they were... The day they were set in the blade. Yes, shining like today. Haha. Yes, he's clearly an idiot.
Oh, really? Someone finally answers to my posting? Well, do you have anything to turn in?
Oh.
I didn't think you'd be all talk. Since you seem like the genuine article, I'll give you a special incentive. I'll pay for each armband you bring me, but bring me a handful, show me you're making a dent in those bastards, and I'll see you're paid proper.
Well, okay, so he might not be very good at identifying weapons, but he's a decent sort.
Keep the peace.
Which is nice. Right. It's annoying that the text, the dialogue option didn't tell me what
Yes?
I was, which quest I was asking him about.
What is it you need, stranger? How go my affairs? Good. Sell this ring as well. There is a recluse who lives on the edge of town. Nell. The ring meant something to her long ago. Age has taken its luster, but the potion from an acid solution will make it shine once more. Nell will pay handsomely for that, I think. It goes to Singing Nell, the hermit near town. She has a dowry, some gold saved away, I know it. The ring's tarnished with the years, but there's a secret. Douse it with acid solution, and that should wash it clean.
I don't think that's how you usually clean jewelry that's become tarnished. But, okay. I think I can probably buy an acid solution from Thorin.
If you're heading east to the ruins of Tala-Rane, or heading to the warfront, I suggest you stock up here. Very well.
So what? Evelyn, no. Which? It's not this. So it must just be an item. Presumably can't. It's too tarnished and rusted with age to be worn. Oh, what even? How is a ring too tarnished and rusted to be worn? Like, is it no longer whole? Side quests, Rashford's pawns. Acid solution. Well, how do I get acid solution? Oh well. Let's just go up to the cairn place. No, not the cairn place. What's it called? Cranalt. Let's just go to Cranalt and find out what's going on with the river, because what happened was... I'm going to get ambushed again. No, it seems not. Okay. So it seems that... who was it? Alaret and, well, the Ronds at Rond Farm down here had gone mad because, or well, something was affecting their sanity, because apparently someone up here in the Freeman had put a contaminant into the river, and they watered their crops with it, and then when they ate some of the crops, it sent them loopy. Mergen? Yes, cave Mergen. Strange artifact. This artifact looks as though it was used recently. However, it seems to be broken. Jenica, who has been killed by the Mergen. Inspect. Read. Okay. Confound it. This research seems doomed from the beginning. The Cranalt artifact is most assuredly of Niskiric origin, so it's an Iskaru thing. But it seems the local wildlife has gotten to it before I could. To make things worse, it seems the artifact has begun leaking a combination of various magics into the river and afflicting the nearby farm. From what it's not that far. It's not that nearby. The town is closer than the farm is. From what I understand, the device requires a gem lattice, a belt of fluidity, and a mana pendulum before I might be able to alter the configuration of magics it pours into the river, and hopefully simply deactivate the artifact entirely. The necessary parts are likely still in Cranalt, since these beasts rarely venture out of doors. It is only a matter of tracking them down. Of course, once it's repaired, I must find the right magic configuration to use. Sanguine for optimism, phlegmatic for reservedness, and melancholic for pessimism. A bias in any of these three would have interesting results, assuredly, but potentially disastrous ones as well. So, sanguine, phlegmatic, melancholic, and bucolic are the four humours and the four personalities that are supposed to be derived from an abundance of the four humours. Now, the four humours are all bunkum. But it's interesting that the game makers chose to include that idea. Huh. Was there one coming to sneak up on me from over here? No, I don't think so. Junk. Gold. Nice. Much like phrenology, humours are gibberish. I might as well just take all. And in fact, so sanguine is... So the way that the humours works as a concept is if you have a balance of all four, then you will be temperamentally normal. You'll be neurotypical. If you have too much of one of the four, you will be... so sanguine is too much blood in comparison to everything else. If you have too much blood, you will be too generous, I think is the concept there. Oh, I'm in toxic slurry. I should get out. I don't remember what all the others were, actually. But if you have too much of one, you'll become too melancholy. If you have too much of another, you'll become too pessimistic. And if you have too much of the last, you'll become too bellicose or argumentative. And yeah, I'm not going to break that down. I don't care. Too argumentative and angry. Going in there is poisonous. I would need some kind of poison proofing. Crude daggers, right daggers. Nah, junk 'em. Actually, do I have any... oh no, junk's over here, isn't it? Junk. Oh, I've got acid solution. I have a jar of acid solution right here. Could be used to remove rust. But other than that, I don't have anything that I could use to make myself immune to poison, which is a little awkward. Ah, this will be poisonous as well, won't it? I mean, I suppose that I could just run through and not particularly care. What? Status effects, toxic residue, minus 20% elemental resistance, which isn't a big deal. I've already got a shield magic on, and I do my best to avoid attacks anyway. Like, I'm not great at it, but I do my best to avoid attacks. So, oh, there was a chest. How did I miss that? Hold on. No, I don't want that. I want this. I don't care about you at the junk. Oh, wow. Hello. And you can't kill it. It's just hanging out there. That surprised me. So, just gonna have to go for a dip, aren't I? And put up with having lowered elemental resistance constantly refreshed on me. What do you do? Just 30 health. Nah. Junk it. I ignored the previous one because I was hoping that another one of them assholes. I was hoping that it would just be that one area that had the toxic slurry, but no, it's all over the place. Is that a Barghest? No, it's some kind of anglerfish merfolk. That I didn't get to see a name of. Bansheen. Cave Bansheen. Okay. It's a big sort of... it's a bit lizardy, isn't it, really? I mean, this is a snake tail or a, like... a naga. That's what you. That's what it is. If it's humanoid from the waist up and snake from the waist down. So it's sort of a anglerfish naga. What a weird creature concept. This pendulum seems to use magic rather than weight to sway. Well, let's have that. We need it for the device that Jenica has found. Nothing interesting around here. Oh, there's a bitey plant. There's another one there. It's really annoying that you can't hit them with anything. Yeah, they can hit you just fine. But apparently hitting them is no bueno. Not allowed. Belt of fluidity, got that. Nice one. I don't really need another shield. I've got a perfectly fine shield as it is, which I barely use. Let's just have a with all of them. Not quite sure why the Mergen, I guess, put that in a chest, but sure. Nice of them, I suppose. Another bitey plant on the wall there. Oh, it's warded. I'm not going to fall for that, because there's a little bit of water across there. Well, I say water. Liquid. Toxic slurry. There's a little bit of toxic slurry across the way there. I don't really feel like using to refresh the debuff, although I mean that's going to happen anyway at some point. So I don't know, I mean squeamish. Well, I mean... So it doesn't really matter that I avoided refreshing the debuff there, because it's going to happen at some point anyway. But there wasn't anything on the other side that I actually wanted, so there was no reason to cross. I mean, at some point I will, once I've gotten my dispelling all the way up, I will go and oh, right, okay. Don't want to just run around and around here, this large rectangle. At some point I will go through and dispel all of the... I think I probably actually need to pick up this... Yeah, there we go, before it will actually show me the refreshed list of things that I need to do. Oh, and it probably would have shown me on the minimap where my objectives were if I'd picked it up before, but I knew that they would be in here somewhere, and I'm the sort to open everything. I mean, I guess I didn't open the warded chest. Fuck off. But that doesn't seem like it's a fun experience. I wonder what this does. I wonder what that's actually doing. Is it unlocking the doors so that I can get through them or something? I guess I didn't open the warded chest, but it hasn't seemed as though I've needed to so far. Like, there might be something valuable in that warded chest, but it hasn't been a mission objective or a quest objective. Another one of those things. Launch some kind of egg pod. Oh, a Mergen. Mergen are born from whatever this thing is. I can't remember. Vraker's cowl. Nice. Let's have that, and then I guess add these to junk. So, what have I just picked up? It's a sorcery thing. Requires 10 in sorcery. What does it look like? Kind of a... It's almost a sort of Pharaoh's crown looking thing. But it gives me 15% mana regen per sec and 10% lightning damage, and getting the other pieces of the set gets me... Oh, it's only a 4-piece set, not a 5-piece. Oh, well, it wouldn't be. It would, because you don't have leg pieces in robes, do you? Robes are chest and legs together. So getting it all together would give me plus 25% mana, plus 20% health, and plus 15% elemental resistance. Sure. Aha! And this is where the final object is. Gem lattice. I wonder whether I could sagecraft that. Oh, they're all cave Mergen. Okay. So that anglerfish naga thing is the female, which I think you can tell because it's got kind of has breasts, but then. Okay, first of all, first layer. I'll explore this once I've done killing these. So, first layer of weirdness, it appears to have breasts. On the other hand, well, second layer is, well, perhaps because this is a magical creature, not something that is necessarily evolved naturally. Oh, it's warded. Okay, never mind. Because it's a magical creature, not necessarily a natural one. Maybe the fact that it has breasts doesn't matter. Third layer of weirdness. Well, perhaps they're not breasts. Perhaps they're venom sacs or something. There is a webcomic about mermaids and the sailors, and the mermaids have not breasts but venom sacs on their chests, a pair of them, and when they bite the sailors, they the venom is a prophylactic, I think. Prophylactic, is that the right word I'm looking for? It acts like I think it's prophylactic. It acts like Viagra for a while, and then actually just kills the sailor in the end. No. Intended to prevent diseases. A medicine or course of action used to prevent diseases. North American, a condom. Okay, so no. Prophylactic is not the right word. Viagra, what would it be? What would the word be? Aphrodisiac. No, well, kind of. Anyway. Phlegmatic. Sanguine, melancholic. I've no idea which of the objects. So a gem lattice, a belt of fluidity, and a mana pendulum. I've no idea which of them correspond to which of these emotional states or humor states. Hold on, can I... with a little scrubbing, the ring is now clean and shining brightly. Oh, cool, okay. A delicate ring. Inside the band is inscribed, "Come back to me, N." Okay, so I must have used up the acid, wherever that was. That fact has regained its ability to control its effects on the water leading out of Crenalt. Jennica's journal states that in addition to deactivation, the artifact has other configurations: sanguine, phlegmatic, and melancholic. The journal has more details. Can I change the settings? A configuration has been set. No. Damn, that's annoying. I was hoping that I would be able to reset this. Or at least turn it off afterwards. Right, well, let's find out what that's done to the people at the farm. I'm terrible for names. I can't remember what the name of the farm is. I think it begins with R, and it's fairly short. But aside from that, my memory... Rond, right, okay. My memory for the name is basically gone. I wonder whether this will have had an immediate effect.
I haven't felt this good in years. But something's wrong. Please, the grain must be tainted still. If the soldiers ate this, something in Connaught must still be amiss.
Okay, so I actually do need to deactivate whatever it is. Okay. Now I wonder whether I'm allowed to now. I probably could go back and forth and just find out what each of them does. Deactivate device. But I can't be bothered. Well, I mean, maybe I could have done if I'd saved before I'd activated it. Which I didn't think to do, because I thought... Well, I'd hoped that the game would allow me to alter the settings repeatedly. But no, apparently not.
Thank the gods, by the gods. I finally had my thoughts returned to me, and Denrit's mind is his own again as well. It is not much, but here is what reward we can spare you. Thank you.
It's cool.
My husband Denrit and I run the Ron farm. There is much to tend to, but we managed to get it all done. It's the nearby town. We do trade with them. Though, once my husband and I became, well, crazed, we were prevented from going back. Denrit Rond is my husband. Together we run the Rond farm and keep things in order. This is our home. Denrit and I built it with our bare hands, and will build it again. Ah.
You have bare hands? The hands are bare? Oh, you already gotten back to gotten to work repairing it.
It feels good to be free of the madness. Thank you for all you've done. My wife, Aulrette, helps me keep up with all the work on our farm. Without her, everything would be a mess around here. The town ended its trade with us when all the madness began. I am confident we will repair our relationship with the town. I am the head of the Rond farm. There's always lots of work to be done.
So, the circle and the ring. There's 5 of them. So, the hint was either ascending or descending in order of notes. And getting it wrong will summon a Niskaru. Ooh, hello. Who's come to say hello? Ah, bandits. 5 of them. Low, lowest, high, middle, highest. I wonder why they're not arranged evenly. Like, you would expect highest. This is highest, right? Low. You would expect, well, I would expect this to be either high or lowest, so it goes either highest, high, medium, low, lowest, or the other way around. But no. Okay, so I'm going to cheat here. Well, okay, first of all, that's incorrect. And it's summoning the Scaru. So, in fact, I now know which way around this is supposed to go. It's lowest to highest. So, lowest. Oops, nope, that's wrong. Damn it. Fucking... I'm gonna have to fight another Niscaro. Alright. Metal stone. I could endlessly summon Niscaro, couldn't I? I think I get XP for them. Okay, so it was lowest to highest. Lowest. The circle of windstones hums with energy. Do you wish to accept the blessing of the Erethel? I mean, why would I ignore it after doing all of that? Blessing of the heart. What does that do? Temporary divine blessing granted to you by a shrine. +1 health regen per sec. Nice. I wonder how long it will last. Probably a few minutes. Hi, welcome, my Hawkman. Sorry, I didn't see you send a message. Endless Niscaro get boring after a while. If I recall correctly, I brute forced it. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, technically I did. I started in. I got a hint from Nell about it being either ascending or descending, and then I started with the wrong one. Well, I started with one. It turned out to be wrong.
You have played the song, and the Erethel did not come. I had thought that something might change, but no. The blessings of the heavens will never come, just as the lost of Aten can never be recovered. Thank you, stranger, for showing me this. I am pleased to hear that the madness there has ended. Perhaps the Rons can repair their relationship with Aten. I have counted the minutes until Ratifor returned to me with that ring. It is beautiful. As beautiful as it was the day I pressed it into his hand. As the day he and those boys left for war. As the day he came back broken and alone. And now it comes back to me with an asking price. Here is the coin he so desires. May he drown in the tankard he buys with it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Flutter away.
I wonder what's in this bag. Oh, nothing. It's just got the animation on it for no reason. Okay.
Welcome to Aten.
What is it you need, stranger? How go my affairs? Oh, that was a hard thing to let go of, but it needed to be done.
Why did it
There
need
is
to be
one
done?
last thing I need to divest myself of. My charter. The one that shows my ancestry. It is in the ruins of my family's estate, Corgan Hold. Its buyer is Gordon Lott, the innkeep. Give it to him whatever he asks for it. It was a stronghold that my family held for generations. When I returned from the war, its halls were empty and I couldn't bring myself to fill them again. Brigands and worse things lurk in those halls now.
Why are you wandering around in only a pair of trousers? If I recall correctly, there is a quest to take stuff and the animation goes away then, but please, before you get the quest. Well, I have the quest, and I did take the object from the bag, and the animation is remaining. Well, it may disappear when I hand in the quest, I suppose.
It's been 10 years since I took the young of Ayton and failed to come back with them. Their families, their loved ones, I couldn't look them in their faces. I could never understand what they went through, but knowing was enough. In Corgan Hold, it was an ancestral home for the Ratafurs, but since I've abandoned it, darker things lurk there now.
Okay, where is that? It's obviously not here. Is it in Tala-Rane, or is it on the Forsaken Plain somewhere? Definitely glitch though. Yeah, probably. Let's go to Tala-Rane. We have a quest there anyway. It's a shame you can't get a higher vantage point on any of these locations, because I have a feeling that they would look incredible if you could. Hurrah. And how difficult is this going to be to open? Very easy, so I can force it 100% chance. Nice. Let's put those on, I guess. Cool. Wonder how many armbands I need before I can hand in a bunch of them together. Oops. It's a tall mountain, isn't it?
Another! gallows.
Talking about yourself. Suspect the people making this used forced perspective tricks on the overworld, and that it did not make sense if you could see it all. Freemen, like 10 or 2. Or did you mean 20? I mean, I guess I'll find out. But, they're not bright swords, are they? You would think... So, the sensible thing to do when you're assaulting or ambushing a new person... Also, it's not a story mission, it's a way to get free money. Yes, I thought it was. Probably repeatable. So, the sensible thing to do when you're ambushing someone that you've never seen before is to leave one person in reserve, in hiding, just in case things go south. Especially in a world like this. Just so that you've got, you know... 20. Yes, I thought you probably meant 20. 10 or 20. Castor Red Hand is just out in the middle of nowhere, is he? Like, just hanging out in the open. Oops. In a world like this, where people can be... I mean, it's unlikely, but people can be extraordinarily, unexpectedly powerful. Not leaving someone to watch just in case just seems dim. Like, that one person could be a survivor to warn the rest of your organization, or they could come in as a surprise whilst the person you're attacking back is turned, whilst they're dealing with the whole mess of your other compatriots. Like, there are a number of ways in which leaving one person aside I've barely done anything to my health. I don't think it's me that's going to die, you know. Oh, and that was him. Cast a red hand. Loot him for 73 gold. Nice. Not the most I've ever gotten. Off of looting one person. But a respectable amount of gold, nonetheless. How are they keeping gold coins on a weapon rack? Do you suppose? Ooh, nice. So I think I have a bottle of Varani wine in here that I didn't add to junk when I picked it up because I was not paying attention. There we go. Where is the object I'm seeing? Oh, right, it's the hollow log. Weapons rack. Fine azurite daggers. Let's take them to break down. Aha! Ratifa's charter, and these are wolves. Just hanging out by the river. Okay. wonder what these turrets are in aid of. Damage at night. I mean, I might as well take them and break them down. Oh, my inventory is full. Okay. 8. Where I can break stuff down and sell stuff. Ah, so it must be 10 because he's got... Oh, well, it might not be actually. Well, it's... I've got 10 of... No, I've got 8 of them. But he's got the turn-in quest marker over him, so that's probably just letting me know that I can turn in some.
Welcome to the smithy.
Crude hilt, small azurite blades. That's not great, but okay. Well, I might as well. Alright, I'll sell the rest.
Back for more smithy work? Or looking to use the forge on your own? Either way, shop's open.
Why can't I sell things to him?
Forge is yours, whenever you need.
That's annoying. I'll have to sell in here, I expect.
There's a bed if you're stopping over, a tankard if you're thirsty, and a fire to warm by in the Golden Plains Inn.
Wow. Why would I need to buy a bed? I've got a house.
There's not much in terms of services in town. Besides the inn, you've got Banron and his smithy Askell, and his alchemy shop. Ayton started as a trading post between Dalentarth and Rathir. For a while, we even saw some profit. Until the war. Now, few come and nobody stays.
Bit odd to say between Dalentarth and Rathir. Rathir is a city and Dalentarth is a huge region east, west of here.
It is a wasteland. Nothing but monsters and ruins. Just some burned out farms and this trading post. Different from Tala-Rane east of here. But we've our share of problems. Ron Farm, for example. Or the Freeman. Even Ratifer's causing a ruckus.
I don't know that I would call it a ruckus, but... Okay. Was there anything else I wanted to sell? Yes, I might as well sell those. Not sure why I didn't have them in the junk pile. Probably don't need these. I mean, I've got a greater health potion, health regen potion, and I never use it. I've got as many greater as minor healing potions, so I might as well sell those. I don't know, I can't assign them to a thing. Quick slot tab from there. So, consumables, up to radial, there we go. Although I probably will never use that. Oops, nope, didn't mean to use it. Oh well, never mind. Not that big of a deal. Where do these crates keep coming from? Whoever makes the crates that I keep smashing must be doing a roaring trade at it. Right. Oh, I didn't discover anywhere, did I? Bollocks. And I haven't visited there yet either, so I'm going to have to run all the way back again.
Many tidings, stranger.
That was short-sighted of me. I was right next to Ratifer's house as well. House, hall, ancestral seat. Didn't spot that before. Yes, bunch up whilst I've got an AoE weapon on. You're bright sparks, aren't you? Armband. Now I'll be able to find out whether it's it's a cave. Whether it's 10 or 20. It's probably going to be 10. Blades of Twilight. I'm going to need to wait until I can break them down, because I can't yet. Right, let's discover this place. There we go. Corgan Hold. Discover what's in here, besides wolves. That was easy. Pile. Ooh. And 107 gold on that wolf somehow. Let's take all of those. And a skeleton with restoring hand grips, or hand wraps, which I don't care about, so in the junk pile. There's something to discover under this bridge. Ooh, another thing to discover. And a chest out in the open. Break them down and hopefully get something reasonable out of them. Steel? No, I don't care about steel, do I? I prefer azurite. Who is this with a mission? A quest. Ooh, surprise.
Another soul who traverses these forsaken crags. I presume that, unlike me, you are here by choice.
Yeah, basically. Niam Kent.
My family was once very important in Tala-Rane. One of my ancestors even served as a commander of the Aster army. However, that was long ago. Now very few of us remain. Myself, for one, and my sister Nymeria, who is usually not far. She prefers to keep an eye on me.
Do you want to break down Feyblade of Twilight, though? If I recall correctly, that effect is the dumb one for doing more damage at night. Yes. Well, I might get something besides the component that gives more damage at night. And it might also be possible to get separate components that give more damage during the day and more damage at night, so you've got both on the same weapon, which would be amusing.
Naim Kent, scion of the Rathir Kents, master of fortunes vast and ill-spent. I am not one to tout my lineage, so please suppress your curiosity and ask no more of it. I do not care too much for this place myself, but then again, I did not come here by choice. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Naim Kent, of the Rathir Kents, an Oathblade of the honored and venerable Warsworn Order. I have been tasked with eradicating the beasts that lurk within Tala-Rane, all of them, by myself. A feat that may only take a few decades. I shall be honest with you, I am not one for field work, and my wealth is substantial. If you feel up to the task, I will pay you to kill these beasts for me.
I mean, I don't think this is going to help you in the long run, but it will help me, and I don't care about you.
Excellent. Finish things quickly, and we shall be up to our elbows in tankards before Winterfeast. Among these ruins are several kobolds making a nuisance of themselves, and it is best to remove them. Rotclaw is a warrior, Blackshriek is among the deadly Nightblade, and King Fang, he is the closest thing the kobolds have to a leader.
Well, with a name like King Fang, I would expect so.
I am of the Warsworn, bound to my service by oath. I serve the command at Helmgard. It is Helmgard who, shall we say, reassigned me to Tala-Rane to rid the lands of the creatures that infest them. The command of Helmgard has tasked me with eradicating the monsters from Tala-Rane. Rather beneath my station, if you were to ask me, though Helmgard feels this work is, shall we say, compensation for past deeds.
I probably shouldn't be taking your punishment. You're not going to learn anything from this, are you?
For the fortune I shall pay you, if not for the glory you shall earn. Fear not, you shall find them lurking somewhere around these ruins.
I mean, if anyone asks, I'll just say you paid me to do it.
Perhaps we shall speak later.
And actually, you're not the one that accomplished the task. Look on the map. Of killing these kobolds. And then we'll find out what happens from the Oathblade leadership. Won't we? Ooh, Lawstone.
The mortals marched unto our golden plains. Fair folk some, and dusky others. They found the rocks and rising of this land pleasing. They asked for it, but it was not ours to give. Cleaving stone and burning root, they made a kingdom for themselves, and named it Tala-Rane.
Right, let's head in here and find the deed. Big scrolly object, eh? Hello. I come bearing death. So I can go either way around. Right. Might as well go this way. place has been fairly badly ruined, hasn't it? I don't know why anyone would want the deed to it. It would cost a fortune to repair. Wow. Pair of thrones. That's not overly grandiose at all. It's not even that big of an audience hall, comparatively speaking. Okay, the object I want is up here, so I suppose I should probably go this way around, assuming that they're connected. And if they're not, well, that's fine too. Cages for keeping people in. Might cost one fortune to repair, but several to build new. Well, that's true, I suppose. But depending on the depending on the damage to the structure, it might be easier to construct new. Like if the damage is there's damage to the foundations, for example, it probably would actually be easier and cheaper to build a new place rather than try and repair this place. Like, it depends on the damage to the building, I think. Not being an expert on building and architecture and repairing places, I don't think that I can really say I'm an authority, but mercenaries leggings, nice. How are these? Might be able to break them down for parts, and then there's the mercenaries leggings, which we'll have a look at. Oh no, armor. Mercenary leggings. Sparing no expense, lords prefer their mercenaries arrayed in stylish, distinctive armors as testament to their noble wealth and taste. So this is a finesse piece of equipment, which is pretty fancy, but not as good as what I've got. +2 to stealth, +2 to lockpicking, for +15% chance to critical hit. Umbral daggers. Oh, +1 to finesse abilities. That's definitely very unusual. It might be worth save scumming to dismantle. Ooh, these need repairing. Save scumming to dismantle these when I'm able to try and get that, so I can put it into whatever component that is. Try and get that to put it into something else. What do you do? Ooh, you're slightly better. Physical damage, lightning damage, shocking damage over 5 seconds, chance to critical hit. Let's equip that and add that junk. And then, I mean, I'm not going to use the chakrams anymore, but I should probably repair them anyway, because I unless dismantling objects refreshes their durability, I probably am going to end up using... It probably does refresh durability, doesn't it, now that I think about it? Maybe that was a wasted use of a... Ah, yes. The two routes are linked. Maybe that was a wasted use of a... What's down there? I can't even really see because the camera doesn't tilt. Oh well. Hello! Feels weird using exclusively electric weapons, or it sounds weird, you know, like I'm used to fire and ice and the sound effects that come from them, so having the sort of salvage odds are based on durability. Ah, okay. So higher durability gives me better odds of breaking it down. That's good to know, thank you. So it was worth... Just plus 45 health and mana. The silver amulet glows faintly with an inner light. Add to junk, because it's not as valuable to me as... Ooh, there's a lot of stuff, isn't there? It's not as valuable to me as having +1 to all of my finesse abilities. Junk. Relic. An ancient relic of Lyria. I wonder if that's an objective. It's locked and can only be opened with the proper key. I've got Prismere lockpicks that can open anything. Don't give me that. I think those are azurite. Yeah, they're might, and they don't look like steel, so quite how they're worse than my, like, worse armor than my leather, I don't know, but... add to junk, I guess. Oh, hello. This corpse contains a note titled Retrieving the Aster Inheritance. Where's the note? Oh, here we are. This birthright of Aster must be shared, my sons. Only by using your amulets together to bring back the togetherness of our family will you be able to form the key to claim what is now yours. This statement finally makes sense to me. Both of the Aster twins' amulets must be brought together by the graveside of their father, Enton Aster. I have had many troubles searching for these amulets, but it is clear to me now that they are buried with the Aster. They were buried with the Aster twins long ago. The only way for me to obtain the inheritance is to find the graves of Bodan and Herrick Aster to retrieve each brother's amulet. So, in order to open this final chest, I need to become a grave robber. Great. I know there's a quest the Priestess of Lyria gives you at some point. Well, then I'll be able to hand her that object. She'll go, I need to send you on a long, distant quest to find... Do you mean this object? Oh, yes, that is what I want. Thank you. There we go. That was easy. Yes, see, I nick everything that hasn't been nailed down. Oh. If I recall correctly, she lives in Rathir. Okay, so it'll be a little while before we get to her. Ratifa's Charter. I don't actually need the key to... Well, I might as well take it anyway. I don't need it because I already picked the lock. Oh, right, yes. There's nothing up here. But this is the way out that I want to take. Because I haven't been here yet. There's probably... Well, fingers crossed. Hopefully there's still stuff to find. No. Oh well. This place has got a really weird layout. It's only got one floor, well, not counting the ups and downs of stairs. But like, they're fairly open stairs, they're not like... I don't know, maybe it does count as a different floor. There aren't really that many places you could put beds. I mean, maybe in here? Maybe this was a bedroom once? This is kind of a dais as well. Fairly grand sort of staircase leading up to it for no reason. Because there wasn't anything on that, like up those stairs, was there? Let's go back to Eton. I've got a few things in my inventory I need to put in my stash as well, actually.
Hello. Ratifa's finally sent you. After 10 years of wasting his life at my tap, he decides to send someone else for this. Well, I'm a busy man, stranger. Say what you came here to say.
I'm not an architect, but the person who designed that map wasn't either. Yeah, it doesn't seem as though, like, maybe it's a reasonable dungeon, but it doesn't feel like a place that people would actually live, you know?
He took my sons. He took all of Aiton's sons and daughters, husbands and wives, when he went to war. And all that was returned to us was a single man, broken and destitute, begging to drink himself into oblivion. If Ratifa wants to escape his poverty, I say, let him rot in it.
I mean, that seems like the most reasonable option, but I don't know whether I'm actually going to hit the chance by it to shame him.
You know nothing of my loss. Your words will not restore the lives of my sons or the future of Aiden. Give me that charter. Everyone will see it and know what Ratifer did to Aiden and how far he fell.
Okay.
Always open.
It's not really my business anyway. Where's Ratifer at?
What is it you need, stranger? How go my affairs? Then the charter was sold after all. In the years I've been back, I've never held this much gold at once. There's nothing holding me back now, thanks to you. It's time I do what I should have done years ago.
What's that?
By a blade, I'll get to Rathir and book passage for Melsenshir to the war front. I left here 10 years ago with the promise of glory and Aiton's youth, but came back alone. I've carried their deaths with me since. What life I had left here, you sold. Now, I return to war, a nameless soldier. I pray to the gods I never make it back.
That's a bit dramatic, but okay. I bet I'll never see him again, despite the fact that I'm going that direction as well. Feels like someone took the layout of a real castle and left out all of the side rooms and only built the main rooms and hallways. Yeah. Well, not even that, because like it was quite long. Castles typically like are quite boxy. Like there's no wasted space. If that was all unwasted space, then there would be a lot of like long corridors that were built just to contain the corridor with nothing around them. Externally on the castle. Now I have some things. There we go. So, what? Mercenaries leggings. Oh, is that the only mercenary piece of gear I've got? I've got Theoden's pieces. Sources of legions, mercenaries. Oh no, here we are. I wonder why I could hear loud music from outside, but then when I get in, everyone's in bed. All right. How full is my inventory? 48 of 70. That's probably alright for now. Lockpicks! Ooh, another chest. It's locked and can only be opened with the proper key. What's the name of the chest? Aster Strongbox. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a steep jump, isn't it? So whatever object it is currently above me. Pile of rocks. Okay. There is another pile of rocks just ahead. Well, there should be. I don't think there was one up above on the cliff. No, there we go. Rocks. Signet of fire hindrance. No, I don't care about that. I mean, maybe if I was regularly fighting opponents that did fire damage, it would be worthwhile reducing the fire damage by some percent, but I don't, so there isn't any point. Forsworn Vault. Cool. I'm gonna need to come back here at some point, but I probably can't get in yet. Everything's fairly even. Let's add to alchemy, because that will increase my chances of getting reagents, I think. Sure, let's put a point in that. What's the tier 5 requirement? 26, okay, so another 6 levels before I can get polymath, which gives me +2 to all skills. That's nice. chest, which I've already opened. Oh, okay.
East of the Wolds, you'll find Tala-Rane, a warren of old strongholds and ruins, and crawling with beasts. Fortunes can be had there for a lucky adventurer. Of course, the ruins have claimed more than a few lives. I heard rumors that Castor had been sent to his maker. I'm just sorry I'm past the age where I could have sent him myself. The bastard's better off dead for what he's been putting us through. Thanks kindly for your work, stranger. Oh, really? Someone finally answers to my posting? Well, do you have anything to turn in? Now that's what I like to see. Finally, those bandits will know what it's like to be preyed upon. Here's your gold. You earned it.
There wasn't a different... Oh, that's quite a lot of gold. There wasn't a different option there for a different amount, so maybe 10 is the right amount? Maybe I would have had to have done it all... Keep the peace, he says, and like, immediately kill a chicken. Maybe it would have taken them all regardless of how many I had. I don't know. Anyway, let's fast travel back down here, I think. Yep. The chicken was disturbing the peace. Yes, loitering. Can't trust chickens. They're ruffians. They're always plotting something. No reagents found. I wonder whether each of the 10 levels of alchemy increases your chances of getting reagents by 10%. That'd be nice. Like, obviously there are some herbs which almost always drop, like Black Hosh and Ember Eyes. Edelweiss, nice. Ah, gnome. Hello, gnome. That's probably your chest, so I think I'll probably leave it. What's up here? Is there going to be... This looks like Jotun stuff. Are there Jotun up here that he's going to want me to kill? Probably pronounced as Edelweiss. Yeah, probably.
Salutations. Ah, hello. My name is Lannis Davril. I'm a mage of the Scholia Arcana.
Okay.
I don't suppose you have any spare time on your hands. I could use your help with my current research.
I've got lots of herbs, but I don't think time is amongst them.
I am a mage of the Scholia Arcana. I have come to Tala-Rane to test some new magic that I have devised. The nearest chapter house is in the city of Rathir. I am only tenuously associated with them. I prefer to spend most of my time here, where there's no one to bother me. This place is full of monsters, which makes it the perfect place for me to test new magic. I have been working on a new type of magic to track the slaying of beasts. I have vials of clear liquid, which, in theory, will change color once a specific number of monsters have been slain. I believe I have perfected the formula, though I could use a hand in testing it out.
So you need me to kill things, and once I have killed a certain number, see whether the liquid changes color.
Then hunt down the desecrator of these ruins. Kobolds, Krudix, Etten, and those miserable Jotun. I will pay you when these 4 vials have changed color. 1 vial should change after you've slain 10 kobolds. 1 after 5 Cruddocks, 1 after 3 Etten, and the last after 3 of the Jotun. Good hunting. There are plenty lurking around Tala-Rane, but please don't feel limited to these lands. There are monsters everywhere that must be vanquished. Feel free to go where you wish, as long as you return to me with the vials.
So, I could go back to Ettenmere and, what's the name of the other place? Tala-Rane. To kill Ettins in Ettenmere and Jotun in Tala-Rane. But that might be a bit cheap. Because certainly the Ettin would be way below my level. And the Jotun in Tala-Rane wouldn't be much better off. Oh, there isn't actually anything here. Oh well. I'll still loot their stuff. Right. What's this do? 30 to mana? Nah. Don't care about that. I mean, I am currently wearing a ring which gives me plus 10% to health and mana, which probably isn't giving me as much as 30 mana. It looks like it's just going to give me like 10, maybe 11%. Yeah, 11 mana. So if I wanted mana, it would be more worthwhile taking the or using the Scholar's Band, but it gives me a bonus to both, and I mean, how much is this giving me? Well, I mean, that's, hold on, 10% of 200 is 20, isn't it? Not 10. So well, and this is the total, isn't it? Ah, I'm no good at that kind of math. Ah, that's 2 to tier. Okay. Let's not go 2 to tier. Let's continue around here. Oh. Jotun. Hello. Nuts. I wonder where that other Jotun's going. Ah, he's fighting Lanus. Okay, I might actually be able to sneak up on him, provided that he's not looking this way. Nope, he's not aware of me. As long as he keeps facing that way, I'll be able to backstab him. Glad there's no friendly fire on allied, well, any allied attacks, not just magic.
How goes the work? The monsters are dropping like flies, I hope.
Oh, it has to be all of them. Okay.
Perhaps we'll speak later.
That's a bit disappointing. Because I did just kill 3 Etin. Jotun, not Etin. Who decided to drop by. Rather ill-advised. I wonder if there's kill stats. Chicken slain. No. Achievements? Oh no, that's just all of these, isn't it? I was hoping that there'd be a tracker of all the enemies that I killed. Some games do that. That's a fair quarter. Hello, chap. It's a long jump attack, isn't it? This grave contains an amulet with the inscription, "To claim the birthright of Aster, it must be shared. Where one amulet offers nothing, the pair will reveal the key to my treasures. Take the amulet." Oops. How do I get to this? Is it a jump down? Ooh. Law stone. Oh, hello. Apparently that's supposed to be a surprise. Wish that attack animation wasn't so long. Lucky you can't get knocked off of edges, isn't it? Well, that would have done me a significant mischief. Studded leather boots. No, I didn't think so. Although that's impressive. Yeah, junk them. I can't be bothered breaking them down. Scholar's hammer. Yep. I'm sure scholars love massive hammers. Dead useful for spellcasting. I cast Crush Bones.
To rock, they brought their castles. To field, they brought their grain. We watched them form this land to their desire, but not to their wish. What peace they sought came with blade and fortress, but all seemed calm until a king, a father, died with 2 heirs, strong and able.
Ah, this will be talking about the Asters, isn't it? Or won't it, rather? I didn't think that they were kings, although there were 2 thrones. That should have been a giveaway. Apparently Ratifer is a descendant of royalty. Oof, that's a bad end. Wonder what she was doing up here. Signet of the elixir. What do you do? Poison resistance, oh. Don't really care very much about that. Well, you saw what those Elec Jotun used their hammers to. Yeah, but those are Jotun, so the scale of the hammer, even though that is a bigger hammer than... Oh, the bodies... Oh, no, hold on. Bodies are over there. Even though that is a bigger hammer than... well, probably slightly bigger. Certainly the handle is bigger than the hammer I would have if I were... Oh, it's in the junk, isn't it? If I were to try and wield one of these... Let's get out... Oh, must be up here somewhere. There are none of these 2. Where's the... Oh, there we are, Scholar's Hammer. Anyway, if I get that out... Like, given the scale of my character, in fact... Yeah. It's a bit bigger. Well, I don't know how much, but maybe 50% bigger. But on the Jotun, because they're more than 50% bigger than me, this hammer is actually technically smaller on them. It's probably a form of magic, the way they hurl ice balls around. Oh yeah, certainly, that is magic. That's definitely a form of magic. That's summoning the ice from nowhere. Not to mention the big ice lightning attack that they can do. Hi. Dove whale. Okay. But just wielding a scholar's hammer isn't something that gives me the same attacks. And it's just amusing to try and picture the kind of scholar, you know, the kind of weedy, bookish type. Wow. Amazed they didn't notice me. And I actually managed a stealth kill on one. Ooh. This is a bit that's... Ooh. Lots of stuff back here. And a pair of essence. These quarters are a bit close. So what happens? Ring of Morning. Cavalier's Daggers, what do you do? Just extra health, okay. Now that I think about it, the Squire's Ring gives me extra health, and these are Cavalier's Daggers, and they give me extra health. So there's probably some kind of like Squire, maybe Knight Cavalier grading that describes the amount of health that it gives me. That uses names related to being a knight. Junk. That damage during daytime. Yep. That's junk. Ugh, no more space. Goddamn. There's nothing nearby that I can use. It's an arrival point either. +1 or finesse is an epic gem stat, and I don't think there's a way to salvage that stat. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, I've got a necklace which is giving me oh, okay. I've got a necklace that's giving me that bonus. Well, a bonus to a +1 to all finesse skills at the moment. I've got another necklace which gives me +1 to all.
Welcome to the smithy.
Might abilities. Oh, greater hardened grip. Nice. I mean, I might get something nice out of that. No, crude hilt. Okay. No. Alright, never mind. Let's just sell all of them then. It's annoying I can't sell things to him.
Back for more smithy work? Or looking to use the forge on your own? Forge is yours whenever you need.
I thought before I sold him the silver I could sell other stuff to him, but if I could, that option has obviously disappeared. Pick up a blue weapon that had that you wanted to try salvaging. Yeah, I did. But I've already put the blue weapon in my stash in Canarok because otherwise it would just be taking up space.
Going back to the war is the best idea he's ever had.
Yeah, there we go. Berserker's Medallion. That's the one that gives me +1 to all light abilities. Oops, no, there we go. So there isn't really a close position that I've located. So I'm going to have to go back here again. Which is annoying, but not the end of the world. I wonder how I get to here. Oh, I need to go up here. Oh no. Around here. Okay. Huh. Hello. What do you want me to do?
Stranger, please. I'm being hunted by Fair Gorta. The bones of all my forebears mean to kill me.
Why would that be the case?
The Astor family was once the powerful leader of this land. The bloodline ended when a war erupted between the two Astor brothers. Without a unifying ruler, Tala-Rane fell to what it is today. I do not wish to speak about myself any more than I have to. Not while the curse hangs over my head. The Skaiths were once prolific and powerful. But generations ago, one Skaith desired more. So a Fae offered him great power in exchange for his family's souls. The Fae later told him that it meant not the souls of the Skaith's immediate family, but of every Skaith that was and would be. Thus the curse was born. The name of that one Skaith was lost. So now I call him first. As for my ancestors, the curse animates their bones and gives them hunger. For my life.
What a stupid deal to take. I mean, already betting away your own soul for power is a stupid thing to do. But every member of your family...
This is the home of my ancestors. It was once a beautiful place. It has fallen to ruin and become overrun with monsters. They are the bones of all my fallen family. I am of an ancient line, and the curse it bears is almost as old. When a Skaith dies, the magic of the curse raises his bones and forces them to hunt its descendants. Nothing of its life remains. Just a hunger for Skaith blood.
That's pretty horrifying.
It will not stop until the line is dead, and I fear I am the last. But this curse need not end with my death, if you are willing to help me.
Sure.
I must exile myself from my family. In ancient Alfar tradition, members of the family or clan could be banished forever with the proper ceremony. This stronghold was my family's seat. It contains the solemn bell, the Codex Skaith, and my birth candle. All components for the ritual of banishment I must complete. We should begin. Meet me in Dove Whale, and we shall get underway. A castle abandoned by the Astor family, and later taken over by my ancestors. According to my texts, it became our great and glorious hall. Then my family became cursed, and the hall, like the rest of us, fell into ruin. The solemn bell is not far from the entrance of Dove Whale. If my research is correct, it should be near the old assembly hall. It has been centuries since it was rung last. It is no ordinary bell, and can only be rung using Skaith magic. Let us disturb its slumber. Stay quiet.
Sure, seems pretty drastic, but yeah.
As the seasons warn each year, the time to build is followed by a time for ruin. 2 sons of the mortal king were left with Tala-Rane betwixt them, but neither held his share complete. And as these mortals built their kingdom, so too they had destroyed it all with war and jealousies.
Where are these guys coming from? Oh, he's fighting more Fairgorter on the way in. He's a bit hopeless at it, isn't he? Although, He has done quite a lot of damage to these, I suppose. So maybe he's not total garbage. Right, there was stuff over here, wasn't there? You're going to have to wait a little bit, my friend. You know, I really, really hope that it's not him that made the deal with the Fae to sell all the souls of his families. And is now trying to get out of it by separating himself from his family. That would be a bit cheap. By which I mean I would kill him for it. It's unlocking. Fucking love it. Well, I hate it when it's done to me, but doing it to other people's great. Well, other enemies. Oh, come on. Have I not already dealt with this? Ow, stop it. Did you stop that? No, I don't want to do that. Junk, there we go. What on earth was their walk route anyway? How was I supposed to work out what way they were facing? Right. There was stuff back here, and hopefully I won't trigger another event. No, I didn't. Okay. Actually, thinking about it, coming in here triggered an event with several Etin. And then probably what was supposed to have happened is when I cross that boundary going out, that was supposed to trigger the second lot of Etin that I just had to fight. But because I teleported out through fast travel and came back in through the front, it's locked and can be only be opened with the proper key. Wow. Isn't that lovely? I'm gonna lose track of all the chests that need special keys. It's probably gonna be a cave. Oh no, well yes, it is a cave. It's a cleft in the rock that leads to a cave full of kobold who are all facing different ways, so there's not really much point in trying to sneak up on any of them. So I'll just... charged up orbiting attack is practically useless given the amount of enemies that attack at random intervals. Like, they don't give you enough time. Ooh, nice. They don't give you enough time between attacks to actually charge up this very much at all, let alone a big one like that. Like, if you only charge it up a little bit, it only goes a little way out.
The mortals fought over the castles and hills. The servants of the Aster clan divided the remains between them. They called themselves Ratifer, Kents, and Skates. They hid their rocks and metal under their castles and called them home. They hoarded treasures and watched the seasons wear their stone walls and their wills.
Ah, so all three families here, the Skaiths, the Kents, and the Astifers. Oh, Jesus. No, that's no help either. Atifer? All of them are descended from royalty in the region, not just... Sir Dinbald had these made for his fieldwork, for harvesting awkwardly placed specimens and discouraging hungry predators. Let's equip those. Ooh, aren't they fancy? I wonder how long I'll have them for before they become obsolete. Probably a while. There we go. If I recall correctly, indestructible is a magical effect that's worth having. Pretty sure you exceeded your Etin kill count 20 minutes ago. Yes, but I tried handing in the Jotun vial to him after I know I'd killed 3 Jotun, but apparently it's all or nothing. So it's either kill everything on the list, or I can't hand in the mission, or the quest rather. So that's what I'm doing. I know that I will have passed the Etin and Jotun requirements because those were only 3 each. I'm probably going to be coming up on the 10 kobolds soon as well. Certainly I will have by the time I have killed all these different groups of kobold, although there's some kobold here on the way between Tala-Rane and Candrian. I want to see whether I can crit these undead constructs. Usually you can't crit undead because they're undead. They don't have critical... They don't have... Oh no, there we go. They don't have organs that you can critically strike, or like weak points, typically. But apparently, magically animated, well, fey magic animated bones, and its products to find. Yeah. I was just making a joke about the sheer number of Etin the game threw at you. Ah, okay. I apologise. I didn't get the tone. It was a lot of Etin, wasn't it? That was a stupid amount of Etin to ambush you around here. So I guess... Yeah, down here. If you're playing through the game, be wary of this region, because you're going to get a lot of Etin. I suppose you could... Well, can you fast travel if you're in combat? You probably can't. You might be able to use a... Shadow Stone? Shadow Prism? You might be able to use a Shadow Prism. If I've got any. No, I haven't. Okay, I've sold them all. To briefly enter stealth. I guess you stick the blade between the vertebrae. I mean, yeah. With Fair Gorta, you would have to imagine that... I mean, they've... For a section of them, between the ribs and the pelvis, there's just spine. So you would think slipping something between the spinal column into the spinal column would sever it and at least significantly damage the Fair Gorta, if not render them inert. But I mean, typically in other RPGs, particularly Dungeons and Dragons, undead and constructs, so like golems and things. Oh, we haven't started yet. Where are you going? Come back. Things like golems and elementals and, as I said, undead don't actually have... You can't critically strike them because they don't have, like, organs and stuff. Critical strike chance. Okay. That's junk. I can't be bothered. Now, is he going to run off before I can get close to him and talk to him? Yes, he is. Would you stay still? I want to talk to you. For fuck's sake. Wonder if I leave, will he come back to the entrance? What a lovely looking pool that is. Come back to the entrance, please. Yeah, there we go. Good.
Here, come. I need you to escort me to the solemn bell in order to stop the bones of my ancestors from hunting me.
That's nicely framed, but that's the best we could do, I suppose. Please escort me, he says, and then runs ahead. Oh! Ha! I could press H and just kill him.
That is it. The solemn bell. The ritual says I must speak the magic words to make it ring several times, and announce my intent on leading the Skaith family.
Leading or leaving?
Leaving! I've said leaving the Skaith family. You should listen better. Let us be quick.
He intends to become leader of the Skaith family, doesn't he? And take on the mantle of the commander of the Fair Gorta.
Did you hear that? It is done. If the bones of my ancestors did not know we were here, they do now. Now to the library, where I can find the Codex Skaith. Stay quiet.
Should I just kill him? I mean, I'm curious about what's going to happen, but I think at some point I'm going to have to kill him because he's going to turn out to be a villain here.
It is as I feared. The Scrivener is here after all. I cannot go in that room, not while he is there. In life, he bound the names of my ancestors to the Codex Skaith, and thus was the keeper of the names of our line. He fought the family's curse, tried to safeguard our names, but his battle was lost, and he became the worst of them. The Scrivener is powerful. I do not wish to face it, even if it is only bones and magic. Please, kill him quickly. Stay quiet.
Start this. What's with this patrol route? It's really weird. Oh, coming back. The majority of this book is so waterlogged and weathered that it is illegible. Only the last page can be deciphered. I have researched what I can of this curse in the family's tomes, but my answers are maddeningly inconclusive. Were we cursed, or was the progenitor of the line rightfully punished for his greed? If only there was some escape. But even that is a bitter reward, for if I were to escape the curse, they would only hunt more viciously the ones who bear the family's blood. No, I do actually need that. apparently.
Now that the Scrivener is dead, it is safe for me here. However, I was expecting this place to be in better condition. Well, I suppose this is what happens to a library after a few centuries of neglect. Ah! But here is the Codex. Keep them off my back while I find my name. Stay quiet.
I wonder why they're only coming after me.
It is done! I have added my name to the Codex Scathe.
Added?
Yes, I added my name. I will explain later. No time now. Hurry! We must find my birth candle and finish the ritual. Stay quiet.
The adventure, no. Ooh, gold coins. I'll have those. I mean, I'm fully expecting to go megalomaniacal and take over the family and the control of the fair daughter, I guess. And maybe try and take over the whole of the region. But it's fine. If he attacks me, I'll be able to beat him, I expect.
I must find my candle amongst these. It will not be long now. Let us be quick. It is no longer here. My birth candle has been taken from its holder. It has been taken, so I cannot complete the ritual. If I cannot extinguish the candle's flame, then I will only have a short time before the monsters reach me. The first must have taken it. He is the progenitor, not like the others, for he has never truly died. Yes, the hunger consumes his soul, but his body still lives. His tomb should not be far. Please, warrior, I must be free of this all. Help me reclaim that candle.
Trying to remember. I think he's not a real Scathe. That makes sense. That he's trying to add himself to the family so that he can find a way to take control of the fair daughter, I guess?
Not far from the candle room, there is the family sepulchre. That is the resting place of the first. Stay quiet.
Kind of hope that I can talk to the first and find out what's going on. I guess these candles are eternal. Like they don't burn out or anything, because if not, if they represent living family members, then this is a lot of family. Also, it does look like all of these are filled location, like candle locations. So, quite where he expects me to think his candle is missing from, I don't know. going into. I'm not going to get the chance to talk. I don't think I'm going to get the chance to talk to the first Skaith. This is annoying.
It's him. Be careful.
Hello.
You must be a fool to follow Fatir around under false pretenses of some family curse. The castle once was home to the Astor family, but after they were wiped out, the Skaiths moved in. It was a glorious hall, but fell to ruin when my family became cursed. Yes, I am the first Skaith, the one who is responsible for my family's suffering. The power I gained was not worth the years of torture my family has endured. The only way to end this curse is to allow my family to finally know peace. Many years ago, a Fae offered me great power in exchange for my family's souls. Overcome by a craving to have this power, I gave in to my selfish desires. Ever since, my family has not been able to rest in peace. Once the curse is broken, I can give them the peace they seek. There is a curse only on Fatir's ancestors, not Fatir himself, nor is he being hunted by us. This ritual of his is not to free us from the curse. It is to take control of his ancestors and raise them as his personal army. If you do not believe me, you can go ask Fatir yourself. But if you give him to me, I will be able to release my family from this curse. If you must.
It might be a good idea to save here.
It is true. There is no curse on me. Only upon my ancestors. This ritual will raise an army under my command. One of my ancestors was a leader of the Astor forces long ago. It is my family's duty to protect Tala-Rane, but I cannot do so on my own. With an army of my ancestors under my command, I will be able to keep Tala-Rane safe. Let us be quick.
Safe from what exactly? From whom? There's only monsters invading. And there's no one living here but the Warsworn, and they're perfectly capable of protecting themselves. No, I think I'm gonna...
Please, help my family find the peace for which they have sought. All you have to do is turn Fatir over to me. Fatir will not give in easily. I will need your assistance in slaying him.
Come on, you've almost got him. There we go.
Thank you for freeing my ancestors and myself from the curse. We will finally be at peace. In return for your wisdom, I offer you what little I can. The Skaiths amassed much wealth in life, and it is useless to us now. Our tombs carry the gifts for you. And now, I rest.
Wow, that was violent. I've just got a key. But apparently not to that box, I guess. Maybe to here? Maybe not. Key to the vault here. But where is the vault? Is it here? Is this the vault? Or is it over here? I don't remember where we came in. Around here. To explore, I guess. Just relic. Ancient relic of Lyria. Okay. Medallion of the elixir was poison resistance. Right. Okay. Junk. Junk them as well. Guess this is the vault. There's a pile of old paintings. Just look at all these gold coins and shiny things. And I can't pick any of them up. Some old swords. I guess that was the vault. Maybe I should come back here. I don't remember what was up here. Yeah, let's go check. Just to make sure. Oh, lovely. Sewer rot. Oh, shit. missed that. They had a pretty nasty end, didn't they? Legs crushed under a massive piece of masonry. Status effects. Oh, sewer rot only is effective whilst you're standing in it, I guess. One is a portrait of Rathir. This castle... Ooh, the locked chest is the Astor family inheritance. This castle was built by the Astors and was taken over by the Skaiths. Okay, so I need to get the 2 Astor amulets before I can open any of the... I guess that there's probably an Astor chest in each of the 3 castles here. One is a portrait of Rathir, yes. Well, I don't think that you really paint portraits of cities, you know? But it is a depiction of Rathir. Shouldn't these Fairgorta have collapsed or like gone back to sleep or something? Stab. They're all facing away, which is a bit difficult. What those are markers of? Ah. Ooh. Can only be opened with the proper key. Okay. There's a lot of that here, isn't there? Find out what's down the other jump as well. There might also be some kind of chest along here. There we go. Vindicated. Something I realised halfway through the game. All the paintings are pictures of in-game things. I suppose it makes a certain amount of sense. No. the portrait or the painting, the depiction of what's this? Oh. The depiction of Raphir might have been concept art or something like that. Or maybe they were considering using it as an image to represent on the mini-map or the main map, but went with this depiction instead. Maybe. Let's come all the way up here to at least get this, because we're getting close to, well, we're at 3 hours, so we're really about at the end of the stream. But barring ambushes, oh, there's an Etin. Barring ambushes, I don't think there's going to be that much more combat, he says, and then runs into a pair of Etin.
Now the vales and dells of Tala-Rane stand abandoned. The once great citadels that stood in triumph now lie in ruins. Once pure, they have left the land, and with it, the mark of mortal sins.
Since it's Etins and they've got 2 heads, does one Etin count as a pair, or is it bodies that you're counting, not heads and personalities? Like... Why didn't... That's really annoying. Shame that doesn't interrupt. That'd actually be kind of useful. Giant spikes of earth or stone rising up out of the earth would interrupt. No. It will interrupt, but Etin need to have been hit twice to stagger properly. Ah, okay. It's a fun thing to do, look at each painting and try and figure out where it is. I mean, since those paintings in the vault were stacked, it's not really possible to see what the ones behind the first one are. But you can probably manage with others that are like actually put up on walls. Those assets are found so many places in game. The stone spikes interrupt normal enemies reliably. Oh, well, that's good to know. I am almost there. But given previous experience, I'm probably going to run into an ambush. Just getting close to that stone, aren't I? There's some stuff up here. Crates. Which means people, which means I'm going to get ambushed by something. I fully expected. Apparently not this time. Okay, maybe I just haven't hit the right area for an ambush to trigger. Who knows? Merge the amulets. Items. What was the quest? Merge the amulets. I've recovered the amulets of both Boden and Herrick Aster. According to the note I originally found, I must now return to the grave of their father, Enton Aster, and merge the two amulets. By doing so, I will obtain the key that will lead to the Aster inheritance. Okay, is that marked anywhere? Here. Okay. Kobolds. But I think let's take the amulets to some guy's grave. Right, yes. I think that can wait. I think that's enough. So I'm gonna go to Ayton and off stream sell junk and probably have a go at crafting potions, I guess. But that will be it for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you've had a nice time, and I hope you have a good weekend, and in general, a good time until I see you again. So, goodbye.